Hey everyone, it's Madison Stephenson.
And I'm Mare.
And we're back after a bye week for an M&M's matchup preview of Clemson versus Notre Dame.
I absolutely love that we're coming off a bye week because head coach Dabo Swinney's record speaks for himself. He is 20-5 post-bye week.
That's extremely impressive, but they're up for a tall task against Notre Dame.
Absolutely. I think, though, that Notre Dame is a big game because traveling back to 2020, this is where DJ Uiagalelei got his first collegiate start. And not only was it his first collegiate start, arguably his best game ever. He threw for 439 yards, breaking previous Clemson record held by Deshaun Watson.
And as you said, that's really impressive because Notre Dame and Clemson historically have had really competitive games. And as defensive coordinator Wesley Goodwin said earlier in the week, this is big boy football, championship football, and it's going to come down to the Clemson defense coming out with a physical mindset, not just the offense. Notre Dame has three very versatile running backs, and they really rely on their run game to be able to push the ball downfield and win offensively. And what we're seeing out of Notre Dame is that they're 36th nationally for rush offense, and they really rely on that for their team. And so it's going to be really important that the Clemson defense comes out with that physical mindset, and that our front four is ready for a physical matchup against Notre Dame because this is championship football.
It is championship football. If Notre Dame wins this Saturday, they are bowl eligible. One other key component to the Notre Dame offense is tight end Michael Mare, which is interesting enough because Michael Mare mirrors Jake Brenningstool, so this will be a huge test for the tight ends. Going off to the run game, too, the Tigers are at an advantage because they only allow 87.9 yards for rushing game, whereas Notre Dame allows for 129.1 yards. And in order to keep Drew Pine comfortable in the pocket, Notre Dame is going to have to run the ball.
For sure. More than half of their touchdowns this season has come from the run game. And that's going to be really important for their offense. But kind of moving forward onto Clemson's offense, the run game is going to be just as important for them.
I agree. Will Shipley is the X factor of the offense. This season alone, he has 739 yards and 10 touchdowns. Going off not just the run game, this game, all eyes are going to be on DJ. He came to South Bend as a freshman, played amazing, but last 2 weeks ago when we played Syracuse, he had 2 interceptions. In the past 7 games, he's only had 2. So to have 2 interceptions in one game alone, this is going to be the time where it's make it or break it.
For sure. I think that the bye week was good for a mental reset for DJ and to be able to come out with this game with a clear mindset and know what he wants to do and execute. But I also think that it's going to say a lot about where Clemson is looking in the final stretch of the season. We're going to see if DJ's confidence is rebuilt and how he can go out and perform. Of course, he has these fond memories in South Bend the last time he played, and hopefully that kind of helps him level up his confidence and go into this game with an even more fierce mindset.
I also think that Drew Pine is a formidable opponent. He has a 61.8% completion rate, whereas DJ has 67.9%. And yes, that puts DJ on top, but there's no wide disparity between the two. It's not a peewee football team. This is a legitimate quarterback who knows how to play, is comfortable, and also Marshall Freeman, with his debut campaign, is 5-3 for the Fighting Irish. And yes, they got out to a rocky start, but in the ACC this year, they're 2-0. They beat UNC, they beat Syracuse, who we struggled against, and Notre Dame put up 40 in each game.
And I think what's important to note about Notre Dame is not just their performance this season, but overall just the historic venue of the college. There's going to be a lot of energy going into this game. The Tigers are traveling to South Bend, and that's going to be a factor too.
I think the best way to describe Notre Dame football is the movie Rudy. Son, you're 5'0", 100, you barely got a speck of athletic ability. That movie embodies the entire atmosphere of Notre Dame. They're going to play till the last second, and they're going to play hard. And one other thing is that Clemson is 6-0 against FBS independent teams, which we look to continue.
Clemson has a lot of records this season that they're looking to break and continue on, and I think that they're hoping to do the same this Saturday in South Bend. Thank you so much for watching M&M's matchup preview of Clemson versus Notre Dame. As always, to follow all things Clemson football, follow the Clemson Insider on social media. Bye guys!